all of your systems are set up and everything's ready on your phone, we're going to look at your goals. So I want you to get a piece of paper, put a line down the middle. On the left-hand side, I want you to write away at the top. And on the right-hand side, I want you to write towards at the top. And the first thing that I'm going to ask you to do is write everything on that left-hand side that made you want to start this program in the first place. What do you no longer want to feel or experience anymore in your life? It may be that you dislike your body and you don't want to see that in the mirror anymore. It may be that you feel heavy or tired playing with your kids or when you're exercising, and that's what you don't want to experience anymore. It may be that you literally can't walk up the stairs without getting out of breath, and that's what you don't want anymore. Or it may be getting ready for social events and how you feel with those. It may be that you simply feel unfit or unhealthy, or it may be a knowledge focus for you. It may be that you wanted to join this program because you wanted to increase your knowledge and eliminate the confusion that you have around what to eat and when, or what to train and when and how. All of these things are very real. You felt them before, you might be feeling them now, you might have been feeling them for years. It's really important to acknowledge these feelings, but it's also very important not to dwell on them. There's no right or wrong here. This is how you feel, and it's how you felt, and it's motivated you to start this program, and now you're well on the way to making positive change. I want you to pause the video while you write those things down. So pause it now, and then come back to me. I hope you've actually paused it rather than just watching it through because you're busy. If that is the case, then stop the video and come back to it at a later point. This whole exercise will be much more beneficial to you and much more effective if you actually do it properly. So if you can't do it right now, that's cool. Just come back to the video when you actually can, but don't continue watching. So if you didn't pause before, actually pause now. Okay, so I'm going to trust that you've actually paused, you've written your list, and now we're ready to write the list for the right-hand side. So now I want you to write the exact opposite of what's on the left. If you wrote that you disliked how you felt when you looked in the mirror, then I want you to write loving what you see in the mirror. And if you wrote confused with what to eat, when to eat, and why, then I want you to write confident with what to eat, when and why, and what it will do to my body. Literally reverse these negatives into positives. Now I want you to pause the video again whilst you write the right-hand side of the list. And as you all know, I'm all about the positivity, but the reality is that goal setting is tough because where you've come from on the left-hand side is a known place. You've been there. You likely have been there for many, many years. Although you don't like it, it's a known place. And as humans, we gravitate towards the known, even if it's not necessarily the most comfortable known that we have. We prefer it to the unknown. And I know that it sounds pretty harsh, but this is also a place where if you don't make any changes, you're going to stay in that position. And this applies to both body, appearance, performance, and mindset changes. Now, the right-hand side of that piece of paper is a great unknown. You don't know if you'll ever get there, but what you and I both know is that if you were there, you would be a great deal happier and a great deal healthier than you are in the position on the left. But this is your big goal. This is your ultimate, and you're not going to get there in a few weeks. Your timeframes will all be different. Nobody can tell you that you're going to get there in 12 weeks or you're going to get there in 12 months or whatever it's going to be, because your process is going to be different to the next person in terms of timeframes. Just think how many years you may have had a poor relationship with food or even a poor relationship with yourself. That's years. It's not going to take a few weeks to reverse that. And you shouldn't be hard on yourself for thinking that it should take you a few weeks and why have you failed if it's not taken you a few weeks. It's really realistic for it to take a little bit longer than that. And I'm not saying it's going to take the same amount of years as it took you to get there, but just be a bit kind to yourself as you're on that journey. Bear with the process, put the work in, be patient, and you will get there, trust me. Now for our why. Everyone always asks for our why. What is your why? What is the big reason for wanting to achieve these goals in life, for ourselves, for our relationships? Is it for our kids? But I want to challenge you on your why. Your why hasn't happened yet. It's less tangible, and for some people, it's actually not very easy to be motivated by that because it's so far in the future, it's just unimaginable right now, and that's fine too. However, I'm going to put a bit of a slant on it for you. Rather than asking why, what's your big why, what's your big cheesy why, which is great too, and I love a good why, but how about asking why not? Your left-hand column is your why not. Think of the goal if I achieve it. How confident I'll feel, how amazing my body will be, how much healthier I'll be, how much happier I'll be. And whatever you're about to do does not support that. So whether it's self-sabotage, eating your feelings, or whatever it might be. And for some people, that is enough. They think of their why and they snap out of it and carry on towards smashing their goals. This will be enough of a driving force for them to give themselves a little pep talk and to go about their day. However, for you, it may not be enough. And again, like I said before, that is okay. So now I want you to think of that why not. Nobody wants to stay here. It's so tangible, it's so clear, you've been there, you are driving out of that. When you're making decisions regarding your food, fitness, or general life decisions, I want you to see the right column as the why and the left column as that why not. I'm not saying this to you to make you feel bad. I'm saying this to you because this is your current reality. It's a lot easier to visualize because it's in the here and now. You're already in it. And you know that it's not where you want to be. And it's something that you can use as motivation to get out of, as the right-hand side of that page becomes more and more tangible and less of a pipe dream, and it becomes more and more realistic to the point where it's even more realistic than the left-hand one used to be. Move on to the next video where we're going to discuss the concept of going from 1 to 100.